So hello everyone. So we're here to discuss about a crucial topic currently around in our country. So recently, many people have been very talking about the education system in our country. So today we're here to discuss on how can we improve the environment in the schools in Malaysia. So today we have Quszay, we have Imran Hakim, and we have Muhammad Omar, and me, Shaman Daniel, in our discussion today. So, firstly, I would like to ask Imran, what is your opinion regarding the environment schools in Malaysia?
Um, in my opinion, how school environment can be improved is we need more teachers because if you have more teachers, the teachers can replace absent teachers, which is the mean if the teacher is absent, there is a teacher available to replace him so that the students will learn daily instead of wasting their time like play around or talking with other students. And next, we have varieties way of learning, which is it is easy for students to choose who they are comfortable to ask a question. For example, if the like not all students can, not all teachers can fit students type of learning. So if you have many teachers, students can learn many things with different teachers. And um, because not only that, we also so next we can make or create mentor-mentee program, which is we can form small group of students with one teacher as a moderator, so that students can express or confess their feelings to the teachers. So mental illness among students can be prevented. So I would like to know about Quszay opinion regarding to this topic.
All right. So in my opinion, how to make a school environment better is by training the teacher better. Why? First, because they are responsible for the growth of every student, either academically or emotionally. If they are trained better, they must know how to approach a student with different characteristic and also different um, learning method. So for example, there are students that need to be approached softer, or they will get uncomfortable and also don't want to come to school. So it makes the environment of learning is not healthy and good for the students, so that the student cannot learn or accept any knowledge. So next is when the teacher is trained better, they must know how to explain the topic and interestingly, because a lot of students nowadays tend to get bored even after 30 minutes of the class start. So teachers need to train better on how to make the students excited and focus for the whole time. And also it would make the students to want to go to school more because they are very excited and the environment is very happy and healthy when also learning. So Omar, what do you think?
So from my view, I think we can improve the school environment in Malaysia by improving the security of the school. So basically, by improving the security at school, the student and the teacher will be more safe and they will not afraid to go school anymore. So how can we improve the security at school? So first thing first, school can limit the entryways to the building because the less entry to the school, the more people that we can detect who enter and go out from school. So we will know the visitor is already going out or not by doing that. So we can also prevent the stranger and the the outsider that want to give harm to the student and the teacher. So we will get to prevent that. Secondly, the school can monitor the common area and the hidden spot in the school by putting the security camera and make sure the security guard oftenly do some walk checkup to that area that have the the high risk high risk that. And the second thing, schools can monitor the common area and the hidden spot at the school by putting the security cam and make sure the security guard do some regularly check up to that hidden spot. By doing that, the safe the safety of the student and the teacher can be improved, and also the environment of the school also can be improved at the same time. I think that's all for me. So another things that you want another things that you want to add up?
Um, okay, in my opinion, um, to improve the environment in schools in Malaysia is by restructuring the buildings of the schools. Because one thing is these buildings in schools are infrastructure. So infrastructure is crucial for a conducive learning. So the problem with schools, I could specify to public schools in Malaysia is the buildings. So the buildings, if you kind of look, it looks kind of old in terms of design. When I say old, doesn't really mean old, but in terms of design, it's very dated. The school pretty much all looks the same, no variation in terms of architecture and so on. So could improve there. And secondly, is the problem is the classrooms in schools in Malaysia is the lack of proper ventilation. Ventilation is where the air in the room in the classroom. So maybe it's a budget thing that all public schools in Malaysia only uses fan. So there's no proper ventilation for students. So a few problems maybe we have encountered in schools is the fact that it's very hot in class and you get not motivated to learn because how hot and sweaty it is in there. And so another thing in the problem is the fact that the schools in Malaysia, if you compare with other countries, let's say Japan or I don't know, Australia, you see the classrooms. Their classrooms looks very nice and they have proper flooring. In Malaysia, our classroom is just cement. That's all. There's cement, no flooring, no tiles. Some schools even some schools they would even use carpet. So in Malaysia, the public schools are just cement. It looks unfinished. And secondly and lastly is the fact that our labs, for maybe in high schools, the labs mostly it's not equipped with the apparatus that's needed for a conducive learning. So I think that restructuring the public schools buildings is very crucial. So maybe the way that we could fix this is by remodernizing the designs of the schools in the future. And we should add more features in the classrooms, adding tiles, or maybe adding more proper ventilation and so the students will be more comfortable for learning. So why is the fact that students they will stay in the class for a long time from 8 to 12, 4 hours minimum in the classroom. So that's why we need to make sure they are comfortable in the class. So infrastructure is very important. And secondly is the fact that with proper infrastructure, they feel comfortable. And when they're comfortable, they have more motivation to actually learn. Um, they have more motivation to actually learn in the class. And when they have motivation to learn, they could in a way improve their grades. When the grades improve, in a way the education system in Malaysia will kind of be seen in a global scale, if you know what I mean. So that's my opinion. So if we recap back, firstly, Imran was talking regarding the way to improve is by having more teachers in school. We could create mentor-mentee programs, so on, to prevent mental illness. And Quszay, he was talking regarding training teachers to be better. So we train teachers better, so they will know how to teach the students, know how to explain the topics. And lastly, Omar was regarding improve the security in school so that they more safe, students are not afraid to go to school, so on and so on. And for me, I was regarding restructuring the buildings in schools. So in my opinion, I think I would agree on my point and also on Quszay's point. I think that the fact that we should train teachers better, but that's for me. So how about the rest of you? What are your opinions? Which one would you think is the best way to improve the environment in school?
Okay, in my opinion, just like you said, I think like I'm agree with Quszay because we need to train teachers better because like the current issues that the teachers make make sexual rape jokes which is not suitable for students. So because of that, that is why I think we need to train teachers better. So what do you think, Omar?
I think I will take the same point as you guys, which is train the teachers way better because, yeah, by training the teacher the way more better, the teacher will come up with a good idea, which is they can improve a lot at the school by if the trained teacher will train even more better, right? So they will come up with the good idea, which is they can come up with the idea of improving the security and the others, right? So yeah, I will go with the Quszay point.
So I think we can all agree that we need to train the teacher better in order to make the environment of the school better, because even with modernized building, high-tech security, and also more teachers, it all came back to how the teachers approach the students.
Yeah, so I agree with all of you. So I think that we all have reached a consensus that we should train teachers better to ensure the environment in schools improve. So our education system will be a lot more better for the youth in the future. So I think that is our conclusion. So thank you very much, everyone, and that's all from us. Thank you.